Good morning. I have another devotional for you. And it starts out with the Bramlett story that is iconic in our world, in the Bramlett family. This is a famous story, and it has to do with my wife, Susan. I've got to make sure that I tell you that my wife is not only very beautiful, but she's very smart. But on this day, she just didn't know. Like all of us, she just didn't know. The story goes like this. I used to work at the Boys and Girls Club, came out of the Boys and Girls Club down at Vollmer Bowl, going to go to lunch. My wife is hurtling at me in our little red Toyota Celica, going 90 miles an hour, slams on the brakes, and almost runs into me. She jumps out of the little red Toyota Celica, and she's shaking like a leaf, and she says to me, and I quote, oh, Brad, they swallowed BBs, they swallowed BBs. I go, what? They swallowed BBs. And I'm like, they swallowed BBs? And I look in the back seat of our little red Toyota, and my two children, Chad, who's 2, and Brooke, who's 1, are in the back seat, and all I can see are their eyeballs, and they're shaking like leaves because they're scared to death. And the amazing thing that I saw was all the teddy bears, pillows, sleeping bags, cushions from the couch were all packed around my two children in the back seat of this Toyota. What is going on? They swallowed BBs. I'm like, okay, they swallowed BBs. And what Susan had seen in a high school presentation back in the day is a shotgun shell being taken apart. And all the BBs came out of that shotgun shell. Well, she thought the BBs were compressed pellets of gunpowder. She thinks her two children have swallowed gunpowder, and on the way to the ER, if she hits a pothole or a speed bump, they will blow up because they've eaten BBs. And I was able to reassure her that they were not going to blow up, that the BBs were not gunpowder. They were, in fact, BBs. And we all began to relax, and then we began to laugh hysterically. But the point of the story is she didn't know. She just didn't know. She did the best she could with what she had. I'm there too. I think you're there too. We just don't know what's going on with the COVID-19. We listen to Fox. We get one story. We go to CNN. Seems like an opposite story. CBS, Nightly News. Seems like we get a third version of what's all going on. Like Susan, we just don't know. But here's the thing. When you're stressed, when you're worried, when you have anxiety, one of the best things that can happen is you have humor. You bring humor to that situation. Now, I get it. It's so serious right now. People are dying. But there's been some amazing things come along that have made me laugh so hard as people have responded to the COVID-19. I've gotten text of drive-by baptismals, and it's a dunk tank. That made me laugh and laugh deeply. I got a Facebook message from a friend named Bruce who was talking about surviving like a redneck. And it made me belly laugh. My go-to right now is to watch Whose Line Is It Anyway? And I just laugh because the Bible says in Proverbs 17:22, it says, laughter is good medicine. Again, we got to take this serious. We got to do what we got to do. But don't forget that in times like this, we got to have a sense of humor and laughter. God gives us laughter, the endorphins in our brain, the dopamines, the serotonins. When we laugh, they have a party up there, and that's really good medicine. Laughter is good medicine. In hospitals, they did a study, and they brought reruns of I Love Lucy and other Red Skelton reruns. And they found that where there was laughter, people healed quicker. And that's just a fact of life. As Christians, we have joy. We have joy overflowing. Let's remember to laugh because laughter is good medicine. God bless you. Have a good day.